Hi Recipe to Riches judges, my name's Lindsay and I'm very excited to introduce you to my homemade recipe for caramelized onion, pear, and brie turkey burgers. The very first time I ever made this recipe was about 3 years ago. I was going to a pool party hosted by my new boyfriend Sean, now fiance, and he asked me to contribute a dish to the day. So I wanted to come up with a recipe that would definitely show off my skills and then also be appropriate for the day and appeal to all of his friends. So I thought burgers would probably be the best option for that. So having been one of the very first times that I was able to cook for him, as I said, I really did want to show off my cooking skills so he knew, what a catch he had. So I came up with this recipe and it was a huge success. All of his friends loved it, so I consider that to be a great victory. It was kind of funny because months later I found out that he was actually pretty annoyed that day because he also had made a homemade burger recipe, and he was annoyed that his friends liked mine over his because he thought that his was by far the best burger recipe around. So a bit of a funny story for the start of our relationship and also for the creation of our burgers that we have today. So this recipe is a little bit modified from the first time that I ever made them. I've tried to make them a little bit healthier by adding almond flour instead of breadcrumbs to it. And then I've also experimented a lot with adding different flavors to it. So the recipe that I am submitting is a very basic version of these burgers, but if you want to spice them up a little bit, you can definitely add some chili peppers, or I really love experimenting with fresh spices or fresh herbs. So I recommend, adding in some fresh chopped chives or even some basil, just to add a little bit of variety to these burgers. So I'm going to prepare one for you today. So I have some spicy mayo on the bottom of my burger, which is my favorite condiment to add. And because there's so much flavor and so many ingredients packed inside of these burgers, I find that you don't actually need to add a lot of toppings to make a delicious meal. So what I usually do is have the spicy mayo, and then usually just add baby spinach or arugula. Another flavor combination I've been kind of playing around with is passion fruit jalapeno salsa and grilled pineapple. So that's my new favorite